Good morning, world and future manifestics. Ramblin' Randy here in the cloudy, deep piney woods of East Texas. I hope you had a wonder-filled Thanksgiving season or day or whatever it was. I was 66 years old Thanksgiving evening, or actually the day before Thanksgiving. I was born on Thanksgiving. The world celebrated my arrival. Whoa, little did they know. Good morning to you. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you become a manifestic and join the army of eyes and ears. We haven't got much time. The clock's ticking. This is all going to be based on something that most of us don't give a flying hoot about, and that's politics. But we have to now. It's come to a head, and it's being directed by the remnants and misuse and misdirected rule of law, that they're trying to fade the lines of the law and bend it in their favor. And I say they, both sides are doing that. I look at it as what it is. It is control versus freedom. It is controlling your actual life essence. That's your money. People don't realize that. Excuse me, I'm going to pause just a minute, and I'll be right back. That didn't take a second, did it? Before I forget, I had a good friend of mine, Ace Copyright Editor. He's an anonymous copyright editor, Bobby G, out in Phoenix, Arizona. Hi, Bobby. Thank you for being with me, Bobby. And we traveled this road for 10 years or so now. And all of our efforts, Bobby, and the rest of y'all out there that have been sending energy to me to create this, and we've all created this platform together. And I'm quite proud to have been able to serve with you. We are creating an army of eyes and ears, critical thinkers using logic and discernment. If we do not do this in mass numbers, our future is somewhat grim. Maybe for some of y'all, but for a lot of us that are used to traversing the valleys of life, it won't be that big of a deal. But I would like to be able to go down in history, be it ego or what have you, of doing my part, of carrying my water. You know, when Paul Revere got on that horse and he headed out, so the story goes, he did it because he had a passion and love for the new homeland, you know, the new Americas. That the British were coming and they were trying to impose the same things they ran from over here, and that's controlling their currency. You know, it's an amazing journey down memory lane in history. But today, the study of history, our history is about as long as our attention span, which is at best the end of the day. So a new news cycle will start. People, we've got to get a heads up here. People like myself and others, we're researchers. We dig in deep. We cloak ourselves in the armor of truth, and we go in seeking to understand the deceitful lies and manipulation that's being vomited out to the sheeple to feed on. And so when you go in with a keen eye, knowing that you are in the swamp, as we're calling it now, you're in evil territory. And really, this evil, the devil didn't make anybody do it. You know, some of my evangelicals are going to get a little rub with that. No. Think back on 3 Saturday nights ago when you had that little thought of going out and twisting off, and everybody's gone to wherever they went, and you went out and let your hair down. You made it to church on Sunday, a little red-eyed, but hey, I'm not here to even pick about things like that. I have my own belief systems. There is a creator, and I believe in that. And I believe that greater things than those that have come before me, greater things that we can do, and I believe that we can do that with our mind. This is a mental battle. It hadn't got anything to do with AK-47 or, you know, a Glock. You know, it doesn't. I've been there, done that, unfortunately have that badge. That's what they want us to do. What we need to do is rise up and look at the horizon. For when they have a problem right here, a Pearl Harbor, Twin Towers, the Lusitania, or whatever it may be. Rise up and look at the horizon. This is what they want you to focus your attention on. But a manifestic, a being that creates their own reality from sheer thought, knows to come up out of that, get out of the moment. They want us to focus our attention on the moment. Where attention goes, energy flows, and that's the seed of manifestation. What in the world are you thinking about? Is what I said one day in Las Vegas, Nevada, at a convention, a rally called Canaway. And that kind of set me on my path of being known as Jedi One back in the day. But forever I've been known as Red Dog or Red Eye or Ramblin' Randy. And that's because I, for some reason, have the innate, meaning born with, ability to feel people. And I feel their spirit, their energy. I feel where they're coming from. And that's something that I had to understand and learn about. And it's become a way of life. And I would love to show people how they too can be sensitive to thought vibration. Picked up a little bit of that in the service. If you've ever heard of Dr. Richard Allen Miller, I've taken a lot of his courses and training when in the Navy, and add 2 and 2 together there. Okay, so we use everything from our life experiences that are of great value, and if we share our stories with people, it would be a wonderful thing if you smiled at somebody and they gave you a penny. What if you smiled at 1,000 people? How much would you make in that day? What if you walked 10 people across the street and someone saw you that's one of our members of this little society that I'm creating, or we're all creating? I'm sure not the person that created this. I'm just the vessel that was used to bring it forth. Seriously. And so are you. You're helping me right now. If you're watching this, you're sending me energy. And that's value to me, and I gain value. I wish I could send you a token of my appreciation. One day I will be able to. Soon. Should you decide to take this mission, as they said on Mission Impossible. And this one here is close to that. Because I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. Right there. You. No one else. Just you. Me and you. I will teach you. Me and you. This is one-on-one. I'll give you a fair exchange of value from all that I've learned, and I'll transfer that to you as a gift. If you find value in it, and you understand the culture of our new community, our new brotherhood and sisterhood, I guess nowadays I better say it. We're going to lose a lot of this political correctness and get down to where the rubber meets the road. But if you see value in anything that I say or anyone else that's a member, you'll have the ability to pick up your little phone. It's ringing, no? Now, was that something? And you can go Ramblin' Randy. That's worth a penny. Send a penny to Ramblin' Randy. Or if you say something on a comment on the Rabbit Hole Herald when it's up about a show that you saw over on Rex Bear's League Project. By God, he's got some good ones. Or on Jimmy Church or Clyde Lewis. You know, any of those people out there like that. You know, those are people that I follow. John B. Wells and several. There's so many of them that I personally follow, but you follow people too. I want to know who you follow, because there's talent out there everywhere, and they're starving to death. They could use some pennies. Pennies got power. Pennies got power. So that's what we're trying to do. There's people out there, they would love to go and get prepared and get all the excuse me, the little survival gear and everything, but my God, that's just like rubbing salt in the wound, you know, when people out there that know they need to prepare, but they can't financially, but they're damn good researchers. They go fishing, they go hunting, they go knit one, pearl two, they have good recipes, they have just damn good conversation. They're just good people. And if we post something, a topic up over on the Rabbit Hole Herald, and they're sitting there wondering somewhere USA, starving slap ass to death, hadn't got any hope, they've been laid off, they don't know anything about technology, and here we come. That's why this has been given to us, people, because everyone was born with value. Someone laying under the bridge in LA which I've seen many of. They've got value. They gave me value when I saw them, knowing, oh my God, how can we do this? That's value inside of me, motivating me to do this right here. Because some of those people right there, if we had the initiative to go down and just share some time with them, they could be prophetic. I've seen some. It just rips my heart to see those human beings like that. And it's all because the money that the government has allocated to these venues is being siphoned off by these greedy bastards at the top. This has got to stop. You know, I put a video up, I hope that you've seen it, called Join the Army of Eyes and Ears, and please do so. Shortly, the Rabbit Hole Herald will be up and rolling. You can register there, and then we'll be able to communicate privately. I want to show people how to make videos. I'll teach you how to make videos like I'm doing here. I am no Hollywood producer, but we get the message across to each other. On the Rabbit Hole, you can start your own virtual reality show. I'm urging a good friend of mine named Robbie. Fella catches 85, 90-pound catfish out of the Sabine River down here. And hell, I said, Robbie, when the Rabbit Hole gets up, get you a page and start slapping that stuff up there on the Rabbit Hole. And people are going to like that, Robbie. You'll be a Duck Dynasty. You'll gold plate that 5-gallon bucket you're sitting on there, dog. And that's what I want to do. You see, I was blessed to have made and lost 3 fortunes in my life. You know, gone over 3 commas, you know, 2 commas, whatever. Over $1 million 3 times, you know, mid-millions. Very young. And I lost all that for a reason. I understand all those things now. I understand why this last time when I was taken out by Hurricane Rita, I had a dock down in Cameron, Louisiana, was wiped out. Didn't have any insurance. It's okay, because I was on a journey, didn't know it. I was being guided and didn't know it. I had to walk through the valley of the shadow of death so that I could feel what those people are feeling out there. You know, the big guy that walked the halls of the Bellagio gambling, you know, $1,000 a hand or whatever, drunk. I don't drink anymore. Those days are to the stern, as Jimmy Buffett would say. But I know they're coming back, but I don't want to leave this zone. You know, don't want to leave this zone. That zone up there with all that stuff that y'all seek isn't all this cracked up to be. It's fun. You can get some toys. You can do double wide with some new curtains. Whatever. But it's not all. What's really counts at the end of the day, no matter how much money you got, are you happy? Are you happy inside? Are you at peace? Only you could say. But I've decided to help someone else out. Like I had a friend call me today and he said, man, I sure appreciate what you did the other day. I didn't think anybody'd do that for me. It wasn't much, but you know what? That's worth solid gold to me. I have a lot of people tell me that. That's what motivates me. But getting back on point, I just want to make this real brief. I'm into 13 minutes now, but I'd like you to sit here and as long as you can on this song here. It is absolutely amazing. I think that you'll like it. And I'll close out with that. And remember this, is I'm shooting straight with you. I'm shooting straight with you. You can tell everybody. I'm taking nothing from this. It's taken 10 years to create this. Bobby G can tell you that. A lot of people can tell you that. And literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Doesn't matter to me. It's gone. Poof, it's out of here. It's history. What matters is right now. N-O-W. No other world. Let's me and you get together and I can show you if what you want is to stack up more value or money than you ever have before and be financially secure. You're going to have to do one thing, or a few things. You're going to have to watch a few videos that I show you that I'd like for you to watch. You're going to have to write an article about it. You can have, not an article, about 2 paragraphs. You're going to have to write me a paragraph about how much you love this country. Once you do that, I'll know. I'll know that you're actually trying, that this isn't just a money game, a hustle to make a bunch of money, because this is a tool. We're here. My agenda is to eradicate the Federal Reserve forever and a day from stealing our value as they have since Woodrow Wilson left the thieving bastards back in 1913. Okay? And I believe the Yellowhead is up there doing that very thing. That's Donald J. Trump, our president. You know, I'm not political at all. I don't give a rat's backside, but I do care about getting rid of that Federal Reserve. When the Federal Reserve goes, it's out. It's over. It's over for them. See, they take those digits. They don't have money, real money like we say anymore. They create them out of thin air, and they're just little digits, little numbers, little dots, and little X's and O's. But they use those X's and O's and buy up our hard assets, our homes, our cars, our repos, our land, you know, all these things. And they buy it with these damn digits that don't really exist. But our house did, our car did, you know. And so that's what they're doing. It's got to stop, and we're going to stop it. It's not going to happen on our watch. But let's get together. If you hadn't subscribed to this channel, do so. It's right down here in the bottom right corner. You'll see a little bell, a little red thing that says subscribe, and then there'll be a little bell next to it. Click on the bell. Whenever the Spirit moves me, I'll make another one of those videos, and it will notify you to come over and watch it at your leisure. The Rabbit Hole Herald will be up soon, and that will, once you register at the Rabbit Hole Herald, you automatically become a member of the Silent Supporters Society, Friends of Paul Revere, and SeekersOfSanity.com. All of those are point toward the river. And the river, to me, is the essence of truth that flows through us all. And we're going to congregate and aggregate and collaborate over on the Rabbit Hole Herald. Post something over there that's off the wall good, and by God, help me get 1 million+ people, and they all flip you a dime. Do the math. Do the math. This is a new form, a new way, a fair exchange of value, wealth redistribution system. It's what we're doing. That's what you're helping me do. We're making history. And you know what? We didn't have Adobe Cloud Creator for videos. We had one little free video deal that makes these videos, and we share them with each other. All of the comments we're going to monitor, and we're going to grade them by our purse, penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. At the end of the month, we're going to select those responses and the questions from our membership base, and we're going to enter that into a book, The People Speaks. And we're going to get that to Yellowhead and everybody on the dice, and we're going to sell that book, and all the proceeds from it are going to go into a pool, and we're going to give that to you, the people, the members of the Silent Supporters Society and Rabbit Hole Herald. I take nothing. I take nothing. If I give value in my own platform that I co-created with the Source of All Good, then I will be up for review for the culture of our community, which is when you gain culture and when you gain value in any form, be it a picture, an article, a video, a smile, whatever it is, in any form. If you gain value from another member of ours, you reciprocate with a small token of appreciation, be it a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. So I'll be in there with you. Proud to be in there with you. Proud to be part, because there's going to be a lot of people, maybe I'll be one of them, maybe it'll be you, that will go well over up into the millions with this annually. There's no question about that. More that you earn, and you're actually not earning this. It's a gift. It's a tax-free gift, and it's a micro donation. So the more that you are viewed and valued by others is going to increase your purse, your value, your money holdings. But there comes a point in time to where, let's say you do a video and you post it and people love it and you do exceptionally well. And you start doing these videos, before you know it, you're at 5 or 10 million, that would be annually. We have to look at that, because there needs to be a point to where you do what I call is cascading. Because when you get so far away from your video creation, it's 5 years later and it's shooting you way through the moon, in my humble opinion, you lose your value because you're not close enough to where it is being created for the money that you're receiving. And so you would push down at a certain level, say 5 or 10 million a year. You would put, and it might have gone to 20 million. You push that down to the people below. That's a form of don't want to say socialism or anything like that. It's just the right thing to do. It's a fair exchange of value. You created it a long time ago. You drop your percentages down. It's all you're doing because you're being fair. You're not milking the people that just came in. That's what kills
these exponential growth business models like MLM and what have you. They're the most powerful thing that we could use, but you have to understand it's a tool here. We're not doing an MLM deal, some home-based business crap. We're using that system, an accounts payable system, as a tool, a weapon against those that are stealing our value, which is the centralized banking system and the global bankers across the globe. So understand it as a tool. Now, if you come in and you don't have passion to save this country, that has to be front burner. It's going to have to be front burner. You're going to have to want to go out and find more people that will join with us, watch the videos of education, become educated, so that when it comes time to vote, they'll know and they'll tell others. That's what we're doing this for. The only way that I can tell, that others can tell, that you are actually out there doing and helping and build our community so we can win, is how much money you make. And there isn't a damn thing that Caesar can do about how much money that you make or that it's tax-free, because I've looked at every law Caesar written. And we're clean and green. We just got to keep our hearts pure, be transparent with each other, speak the truth, vet each other, and speak our words. That's what we have to do. That's all I have today. I want to wrap it up with this, but please stand by and listen to a little bit of this. I'm going to pause this, bow out, and I want you to listen to these cats right here. It'll move you. Stand by.
Baby brother, oh yes.
It's all good, people. Life is meant to be good all of the time. God bless you and the horse you rode in on. Go out, smile at a stranger and make you feel better. Remember this: once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their life learns the truth, They either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? Ramblin' Randy. We down.